How's it going, guys? Joe here from Big Shark Gaming today. I just wanted to take a second and just update on some things that are in the works that we kind of been quiet about. Mainly things like Sharks and Riptides, as well as the upcoming BSG Wrestling Federation parody. So here's the thing as to why those things have been delayed. Because I got asked the other day about SNR. SNR is in like the final stages right now. It's now in the stages where we're reviewing things, we're balancing things out, and then we're also coming up with new ideas, like late minute ideas that we have to put in, and then we need to review and balance and add. We've done 2 tests now, and the first one was not successful. The second one was more successful, but then we also encountered some problems that we needed to address as well. Like some monsters were just so overpowered for early in the game. The first one, we came across the problem of, hey, sometimes you're going to get monsters that you absolutely cannot defeat. So we made a floor-by-floor monster appearance list, and we also rebalanced them then. And then with that floor-by-floor balance list, we played again, and we were like, oh man, there's still some monsters that are just so strong that you won't be able to defeat this early in the game. So we had to tone them back a little bit. We're still working on it. I'm starting to load up all the scenes now here. And the other day we came up with another idea while playing Mario Kart, because I saw Bowser Jr. riding on the Wiggler cart. I was like, man, dragon riding a caterpillar. We have a dragon and a caterpillar in SNR. What if we make some form of like symbiotic relationship between certain monsters that when they reach the same square, they become a different monster that's slightly more powerful and like drops a little bit more EXP or something like that. So that is something that we're going to be incorporating into the game. We're going to look through the monster list and be like, oh man, these 2 monsters would be a good pairing. These monsters would be able to form a nice little symbiotic relationship. There's late monsters in the game, which are Joe, Jay, and Kelly, and we're going to have them, if they all form together on the map, become Big Shark Gaming, and there's some other stuff too that we're working out. Jay and I really have to sit down and talk, but Jay has a new schedule at work, so it's been a little bit harder for us to get together. But we will, and it will be coming out. We're still working on it. We don't have a release date. We're done giving out like projected release dates because they have not worked. But again, it's a project that we're doing by ourselves. It's not funded by anybody. It's all our own manpower and our own work. And so really, when we get busy, we have to prioritize other things. That's what we're going to do. And unfortunately, SNR kind of like takes the bump for that because again, it's like our project that like we're working on. And like the way we're looking at it, the string is annoying me. And the way we look at it is that when it's done, it's done. You guys are going to enjoy it. It's going to be really funny. Just the 2 times that we've played, it's been a barrel of laughs, and it's been a great time. So hopefully that keeps going and translates into just an overall fun game experience. Next going on, we have the BSG Wrestling Federation. We posted tidbits here and there. We haven't officially announced it yet, but we'll take this as like an official announcement. Jesse and I are heavily working on another little like side series, which is going to be the VSG Wrestling Federation, which is going to feature like us doing an audio cast announcement type thing, similar to like what I did with like Sports Superstars like a year ago. Not really, like maybe like 10 months ago. But yeah, so we're going to be doing that. We're going to be trying to get some other people involved this way. We want Jay to be like a ringside announcer that we cut to every now and then. Essentially what we're going to be doing is we're going to be creating characters, and then we're going to make like a backdrop, and we're going to just like announce wrestling matches based upon what's going on. Obviously there's not going to be a real wrestling match going on because these are fictional characters that we made up. And like we're not going to like go out of a way and animate it just yet. If it's something that you guys really, really enjoy, then maybe in the future we will take that step. But for now, it's just going to be like an audio cast podcast type thing where we just announce and call matches in just a very like comedic way. And I think it's going to be a good time. I think it's going to be funny. We already have 11 weeks worth of content for you guys. So it's essentially season 1. We just need to sit down and start recording it. If you guys want more tidbits about that, please let me know, because I'll start uploading teasers and stuff like that to it as well. I think that could be really fun. Next up is another little like secret project that we have just started putting into the works, which is going to be based upon Trevor. The other day I uploaded the video of Trevor singing, and it was pretty well responded to. I was pleasantly surprised. I thought it was going to be stupid. It was a rushed video. I started recording it at 11:36. I usually leave here at 11:45 on some days. So, I mean, literally like a 9-minute video that I just put together and uploaded, and you guys really liked it. My mom loves it too. She's watched it a few times, and she keeps texting me about it, which is funny. But yeah, so we're going to be working on that. We're going to be making a game out of it. Jesse was originally supposed to move down to Brooklyn this summer, but he's going to be staying a little bit longer just to like get some more things together. There was really no internship opportunities down there for him, so he's going to stay here and intern. And during that course, he's going to be working on creating Big Shark Gaming's first actual playable video game. And we have the narrative for it already. It's going to be called Treventure's Search for the Golden Guitar, which I will be reading off the narrative for that in just a couple of days. Again, no release date on that because we're not doing release dates anymore. It just doesn't work out when it's like a solo dolo project. But we're going to be taking artwork for that. So if you guys want to start commissioning artwork, I'll leave the email down in the description down below, and you guys can send over some artwork or what you think will transpire into that game. It's probably going to be very like 8 or 16 bitty. It's going to be very like low-key graphics, but we're going to be really putting on a heavy emphasis on like the music quality as well as just like the narratives of it, and it's going to be funny, man. It's just a narrative that like I whipped up the other day was pretty great, and Kelly liked it, Jesse liked it, Jay liked it, so that's pretty good so far. I'm also this close to like opening up like a DeviantArt and just starting Big Shark Gaming writing series. I've been wanting to do it for a little while now. I have 2 different stories in mind, which I've discussed long times ago, about antibodies, which was a thing that I was working on about 2 people who, when they wake up randomly, they are flip-flopping each other's bodies. So say like, for example, one morning I would wake up and I would be in Jay's body and he would be in mine, but we'd keep our mental state, and like he would have to live out a day of my life pretty much blind because he wouldn't know like what a day of my life entails. Obviously, Jay and I know what a day in our lives entail because we're brothers and we talk every single day. So he's essentially got my life down, but that doesn't mean like he would know how to do every its and bits of my life. Like he wouldn't know how to go to my job and know how to do what I would do. I would know how to go to his job and do what he does because I worked at his job before. Not in the same location, but I've worked for Speedway before, so that would be okay, I think. But like, then like you would just have to live out each other's life, and when you go back to sleep, you flip flop back. So it's like completely random. You never know when it was going to happen. And like the story that I had started like drafting out was about like a younger kid who was like a sophomore in high school, and he would wake up and he would be in the body of an older kid who was in college, who had a girlfriend, who like had a job, and like the younger kid obviously didn't know how to like deal with these responsibilities, deal with these life, deal with this level of like education and like relationship, because he hadn't been in that scenario before. So he started like messing things up, not on purpose, but like just by accident. And then like the older kid would realize he realized what was going on earlier about like how there must be something going on, and like there's somebody else that's like ruining things for him when he's like asleep. And he slowly puts together like they're switching bodies, and he starts like purposely messing up things in like the younger kid's life. Because he feels like the other kid is messing things up on purpose, even though he's not. He just doesn't know how to handle like the situations. And like ultimately, it culminates at the end where like they start to like realize what's going on, and they just start trying to like find one another in real life, and so they could like figure out what's going on. I don't want to like spoil too much, but like I want to start writing antibodies again, and then I want to start writing checking and savings, like really, really writing checking and savings, because like I wrote episode 1. I wrote extra episode, which is what leads into Sharks and Riptides. But I want to start really writing again. I got my laptop up and running again, so I want to start like bringing that to work and maybe like spending my half an hour at work when I'm on my break, just like typing up a storm and like starting to make these stories. So I probably will open up a DeviantArt just to upload these stories there. It would, if I could get it, it would be DeviantArt.BigSharkGaming. I'm actually going to sign up for that right after I finish making this video, before I upload it, so this way no one goes and steals it. We're going to be making a Reddit as well. Jesse's going to be managing that. Jesse's going to be bumped up all the way to our social media director for the summer. So he's going to be handling our Twitter, our Instagram. If we can get Facebook back up and running, he's going to be doing the Facebook. He's going to be the one that's in charge of like all of our social media ties, whereas like Jay is like productions manager. Everything that we do goes through Jay. He has to approve it beforehand. Kelly is operations manager because she's the one that's always just like, you guys gotta do this, you guys gotta get this done, and then Jesse's gonna be the one that's in charge of like our social. So there is like a little bit of like a social system here and make sure it's not just like 4 people just like go out there and just go crazy, you know? Like there is like guidelines, and yeah, it has to be because business and stuff. But one last thing that we're gonna note on, I'm gonna talk about this a little bit more. We are coming up on our 1-year streamiversary. We started streaming a little bit less than a year ago. It's coming up. I know it's towards the end of May. I don't know the 100% exact date. I do know we're gonna be fucking celebrating. It might not be on that day, but it's gonna be on a day off that I have, that Kelly has off, that's around that date. So it might be a few days before, it might be a few days after. But we're going to be celebrating. We're going to be streaming non-stop. We might not be like playing a video game non-stop, but we're going to be in it. We're going to be pairing videos to line up for when we're not actually streaming, and then we're going to be streaming, and then we're going to have videos to line up when we're not actually streaming, and it's going to be, I'm hoping for 24 hours of Big Shark Gaming that day. It's going to be a lot of work. We have some videos already backlogged for it. It's going to be good. I hope. But yeah, that's really it. I want to thank you guys for your continued love and support as always. I know like we've stepped back just a little bit, but things have been really busy in my life. I can't really 100% talk about that aspect, but I will as soon as everything is finalized. But yeah, well, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. I'm going to go shave my beard and make a DeviantArt. Goodbye, everybody.